Greetings, students. Beta class 7, social science. We are discussing chapter 3 of civics, that is, how does the state government work, or how the state government works. So, let us start with the chapter. And beta, we have discussed about how the state government is formed, how the elections to the state legislative assembly held, and how the majority party forms and run the government, and how the different MLAs from ruling party and the opposition, they sit together to discuss or to debate an issue. Now let us move further. Hanji. So this we have discussed yesterday, that from the ruling party a cabinet is formed, and these ministers, they are given different departments like health department, education department, then agricultural department, public works department. So all these departments, they do work in their different fields, and all these work with cooperation, so that the work of the state can be done, or can be done in a proper way. So we also discussed about media, that how the different issues in the state, they are discussed by the media, and how the media points out the policies of the government, how it asks the questions on different topics, and pressurize the government to take decisions or to take required steps, and how the press, it mocks at the functioning of the state government. So let's move further. The government can also decide to make new laws for the state regarding sanitation and health facilities. For example, it may make it compulsory for municipal corporations to ensure that there are adequate toilets in every urban area. So yesterday we discussed that the rules are for everyone, and the people, they have to follow it. But now we are discussing that if some new rules are required in a state, then the state government can form some new rules also for the people of the state. Like here, one example is given, that if the state government feels that there should be public toilets in all the urban areas, so it can make it mandatory, compulsory for all municipal corporations to set up these toilets in every urban area. It may also ensure that a health worker is appointed in every village. So we discussed that in the in the state legislative assembly, when there was a debate between MLAs, then they pointed out many questions related to the medical staff. So here, if the state government can ask or make it sure that a health worker is appointed in all the villages or in every village. So this act of making laws on certain issues is done in the legislative assembly of each state. Means the legislative assembly of each state can form some new laws related to different issues in the state. The various government departments then implement these laws. Laws for the entire country are made in the parliament. So about this we will read in the next class, means in the 8th class. Hanji, next. In a democracy, it is the people who elect their representatives as members of legislative assembly, MLAs. This word is coming time and again, please underline it. Members of parliament, that is MLA. And thus it is people who have the main authority. So now we see that the main authority lies with the people, because they elect these MLAs, these representatives. The ruling party members then form the government, and some members are appointed ministers. हाँ जी. So these when this party is elected, or the majority party to forms the government, then the members of the ruling party, they form government, and some members, they are given some ministries, and they are appointed as ministers, and they are given different departments. So these ministers are in charge of various departments of the government, such as health in the above example. So whatever work is done by these departments has to be approved by the members of the legislative assembly. Means if example of health ministry is given here, because the issue is related to the health ministry, so the health minister is um, answering all the questions asked, and he's also telling about what the government is doing and what will be done, or what steps can be taken or will be taken in the coming days for the people, like how the compensation will be given, and the people, they will be given proper health facilities, and the water tankers are supplying water to the deficit areas. So all these steps. So here the example of health ministry is given. So this happens with every department. So in all these departments, the ministers, they take care of their work. Now, a wallpaper project. A wallpaper is an interesting activity through which research can be done on particular topics of interest. The following photographs explain the different aspects involved in creating a wallpaper in a classroom. So, what is this wallpaper activity? Anji. After introducing the topic and having a brief discussion with the whole class, the teacher divides the class into groups. Means one topic is selected, then this topic is introduced in the class, then the teacher divides the class into different groups. The group discusses the issue and decides what it would like to include in the wallpaper. Then all the groups, they discuss within the groups that how this wallpaper project will be done. So then after, children then work individually or in pairs to read the collected material and write their observation or experiences. So this is a way. First topic is introduced, and the children, they discuss with each other. Then they work in groups or in individual also, and in pairs, and then they note down their experiences. They can do this through creating stories, poems, case studies, in that is interviews, etc. So how they write down this or pen down this? They can write some stories, they can create some story, they can write some poem, include some case studies also, and they take some interview. The group looks at the material that they have selected, drawn, or written. They read each other's writing and provide feedback to each other. They make decisions on what should be included, and finalize the layout of for the wallpaper. Now see, when the children, they work in pair or they work individually, they note down their experiences, then they exchange their notebooks, and they read the experiences of each other, then they discuss it again, and decide and finalize that what should be included or what should be written in the wallpaper. In this way, they finalize what is to be included in the wallpaper, and see, they are making the wallpaper. This it may be in the form of collage, it may be in the form of a story. So see, the children, they have written some stories, and these have been pasted on the uh, they have these experiences written in the sheets are pasted on a piece of paper, means chart, and then the children or the group, they are explaining it to the whole class. So this is uh, wallpaper activity. So this is all for today, and in this, if you have any question, any query, you people can discuss with me in the class. Have a great day.